And aren't you glad there's no construction going on in Omaha? It's an aberration. Streetcar. Hey, we have some mighty voices in town tonight, and I want to introduce this guy. You guys know his voice. And first of all, I want to thank Patty, my wife, helping organize this. And how about a hand to the Field Club people? They did. And we found out tonight, next year we're going to order more salmon. It's really good. Anyway, I'd like our favorite guest is Robert Carradine, but before that, I want to introduce the illustrious voice, Jim Rose.
Hey, is everybody having a good time tonight? I can't believe it. Nobody wore cowboy boots or a cowboy hat or brought a lariat or chaps or any of that stuff. We gotta work harder in promotion next time on this, Bruce. Thank you for having us, Jerry. Pat, thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
You're the best. To pull Jerry away from a weekend at the Cloisters means it's a big deal. So this is a big deal to have Jerry here. Well, and it's great to have such a luminous Hollywood legend with us here today. So before we get going with introductions and hear from him, I want to introduce Omaha City Councilman Ron Hug. He's got a special presentation. Ron. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is just like radio, only better. Even better. They can see you. My name's Ron Hug. I am on the Omaha City Council, and I have a couple of little items here. If Jerry would come up here.
Is it $5 million?
Thank you. Well, Jerry, on behalf of the Omaha City Council, I have a proclamation here for you.
All right.
Unfortunately, I forgot my glasses, so I can't read it. You'd be happy to read it, but you can read it later.
Okay.
But this is just a proclamation acknowledging and thanking you for your support, not only of Bruce Crawford and his event, but all your philanthropic events that you've sponsored throughout the years. So thank you very much.
What does this word mean, annuity?
It says blank check, actually.
You gotta teach Ron how to take a photo.
Hold on.
Head upside down.
Never got one.
You guys are hair, I can tell. Here's the-
Thanks.
There you go, thank you.
Last but not least, Mr. Carradine.
Not as far as the zoo.
If they took you to the zoo, I'd quit talking to them. Mr. Carradine, my name is Ron Hug.
Hi, Ron.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming to Omaha. So I heard you've sampled some of the Omaha delicacy runzas.
I had one, and it was really good. I figured out what it really is an Omaha burrito.
Those of you who were at the last event may remember, and if you know the answer, don't answer it. But also, being on the Omaha City Council, I'm also president of a 501c3 called 1880 House. We are the group that's working to preserve the home Fred Astaire was born in. We've been working on that for like 3 years. So Fred Astaire and his sister both got their start here in Omaha, along with Montgomery Clift, Dorothy McGuire, Marlon Brando, Henry Fonda, Nick Nolte, and a whole bunch of other people. So Henry Fonda and Dorothy McGuire both got their start at the Omaha Community Playhouse. So my question is, who gave Henry Fonda his first formal acting lessons?
I don't know.
Marlon Brando's mother. So on behalf of the Omaha City Council, we want to welcome you to Omaha. And we have a rare honor to present to you tonight, a honorary Omaha citizenship for you.
Thank you, sir. There you go.
Omaha burritos. Johnny Carson's birthday.
Today is?
You've been 100 years old.
Oh, today.
And your dad did appear on Johnny Carson in 1972.
Wow.
Use the microphone.
Use the microphone.
Thank you.
I reminded Mr. Carradine that today is Johnny Carson's birthday. He would have been 100 years old. He too had an Omaha connection.
Yep.
And also, John Carradine, Mr. Carradine's father, did appear on Johnny Carson in 1972. In January, actually. Who's counting? So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to hear from our guest a little bit later, so stick with us. KFAB's most famous alum, Johnny Carson. Very proud of that, and everybody at 1110 is excited to celebrate the 100th anniversary of him. But this event is not just for the benefit of all of these wonderful patrons of classic American films, but we're also in support of a very worthy cause. And anytime Johnny the Jet Rogers gets behind something, you know we're going to put it in the end zone. Because that's all he did en route to the Heisman Trophy all those years ago. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Jet Foundation, please welcome Johnny the Jet Rogers. He's going to talk about the Jet Foundation and all the great stuff it's doing here in town. Jet?
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Well, we're really proud of our progress and the different type of things that we're doing in the community. I think we're kind of trying to make a difference. It's been, I don't know, what it's been like 15, 16 years now, Mike?
Since 2017.
In 2017. Well, we've been giving scholarships to people in the community to go into the trades. We partner with Metro Community College, and whatever money we raise from the JET Award, then they're able to match it. So if we raise $200,000 or $300,000, they give us $200,000 or $300,000, and we got $600,000, $700,000 that actually goes into scholarships. We believe wholeheartedly that education is not just part of your life. Education is life itself. And I was over one of these junior high schools here just the other day, and a high school, and some of the things that they have are just breathtaking. There's like many metro community colleges over there, and they tell me that when a kid comes out of high school there, that their starting salary is around $100,000, whatever trade that they're going in. So to be real honest with you, their future is so bright, we got to wear shades. Yeah. So we really appreciate your supporting us, because you're supporting them, and it is a worthy cause, because there's some, it's the trades is really the place to be right now, and everybody kind of knows that. And I feel slighted a little bit sometimes, because coming from Tech High, they closed Technical High School. Well, we had the second largest school in the country. We were in the trades, and they closed it. Well, luckily, Metro Community College came around and started training people, and now we got this bigger than life. And I think there's one of the greatest things that happened since sliced meat is Metro Community College. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Jet. Johnny Rogers. $100,000, that's what kids are doing out of high school? That's right up, that's your kind of money. That's what you're doing out of high school, Jet.
I'm going to meet you.
All right, well, there is nothing more Americana than classic American films. And, the beauty of a classic American film is that it takes you back. You sit down in front of the television, or you sit in front of a giant screen and you watch a classic movie, and it takes you back. It just transports you to a different place, and you get to be in that place for a couple of hours. Well, it takes somebody who cares more about that than about anything else in the world to keep these things not just alive for us, but in perpetuity. And Omaha has one of those guys. And I don't think there's anybody else in the country like Bruce Crawford.
I don't think, and frankly, we're not going to let him go anytime soon, so nobody else gets him. But the man in charge of what has become, I think, a cultural touchstone in Omaha every single year, and that's a classic film event. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, Bruce Crawford.
I couldn't do it without the support of people like Jim on the radio and Gary, KFB, obviously Jerry and Patty, and all you folks that help out. It means everything to me. Otherwise it wouldn't happen. I'd be home watching DVDs all night. I want to make special mention, if he wants to come up and talk briefly, my friend Brian Downs, the director of the John Wayne Birthplace Museum in Winterset. Brian, would you come up for a moment?
Yes, sir.
Welcome in, folks. Talk a little bit about what we're going to do tomorrow night on the stage with Robert in the movie.
Well, we have, sure. John Wayne was born in Winterset, Iowa in May of 1907, but he wasn't John Wayne in those days. Oh, thank you. I worked for 35 years for the Chicago Tribune newspaper, and during that time, I had the occasion to visit Mr. Wayne at his home. We did a couple interviews together, and it was quite an experience. When he passed away, I thought that was the end of the story. But in 2008, I was recruited to move to Winterset, Iowa, and lead the development of the John Wayne Birthplace Museum, which up to then had just been a small little cottage on the corner block from the courthouse. So I knew nothing about fundraising. I knew nothing about museums, but I certainly had a affinity for the project. So we cannot salute a movie star in any respectable fashion without first going to without going back to the movies. You need celebrity. I contend that John Wayne was by far the greatest movie star who ever lived. And when I said that, I'm not saying he was your favorite, but as far as he was the biggest, nobody could touch him. So when my first year, I needed a movie star to come to Winterset to help draw a crowd. And somebody suggested our friend Robert Carradine. And since that time, he was there. He brought his wife and 2 kids. Our event was cut short by a tornado, but we still got the job done. Since that time, we have visited the Ronald Reagan Ranch together. We've met at each other's homes. And we even attended the funeral of our friend Harry Carey Jr. So we've got a nice little history going, and I hope it lasts quite a while. Thank you.
Tomorrow night. Robert, you might come up here and speak just for a little bit. We're going to save most of the stuff for tomorrow night. But Robert, Gary, you can come back here. This is your life. Save the best stories for tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, Bruce, thanks a lot for bringing me here to beautiful downtown Omaha. Johnny DeJet, nice to meet you. I'm really happy to be contributing to your effort to provide all these kids with an education. I think it's just incredible. And the thing I really like about events like this is I get to see more and more of the country. I was here, I think 35 years ago. My brother David did a play, Black Elk Speaks, and I flew out for that and saw him on opening night. And there's a guitar shop out here called Strings West, and I can't remember the name of the guy that owns, Larry Briggs. That's his place. And he sold me a really nice guitar. So anyhow, very happy to be here. I hope you all can make it to the movie tomorrow night. It's always a treat to see a motion picture like the Cowboys on the big screen with an audience. It just makes it very special. So again, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Got a question? I'm just here by myself, the mic now. Anybody want to say anything? I pass it around.
I was going to ask Robert, had you ever ridden horses before the Cowboys?
No, I trained for 2.5 months before the film started to become very handy on a horse. Part of the magic of the movie is that half of the cowboys, the real cowboys, the other half are actors. And the director's goal was to make sure that you couldn't see the difference between the actors and the cowboys, which when you see the film, we succeeded.
How old were you?
17. About a month ago.
Do you have any recollections or comments regarding your trip out here when your brother was in Blackout Creek?
Well, the embarkation of the trip, back then they didn't have metal detectors at the airport. You could actually run to the airplane. So I got there pretty early with my daughter and my dad and my stepbrother. Okay, yeah. And we're at the gate about 20 minutes before the plane's going to leave. And I said, okay, guys, I'm going to go park the car. I'll be right back. So I go and I park the car. I come back. It's like 10 minutes before the departure time, and the plane's gone. And I go, hey, where's the plane? My kid, my dad, and my brother are on that plane. I don't know what to do. The guy picked up a walkie-talkie. He called a tug. First, he stopped the plane on the tarmac. Called a tug. They stuck me in a tug. They drove me out to the plane. It was a 727. The 727 has a set of stairs in the back of the airplane. They let down the stairs. Up there, everybody on the plane was looking back like, what the heck is going on? So that was a pretty special moment on the trip to Omaha.
So have you heard a lot about the Revenge of the Nerds as far as, how did you get, have you heard a lot of feedback about that? Because I thought that was really cool.
Well, it's funny, I go on these Comic-Con events, and I do these events with like 3 or 4 other members of the Nerds cast. And you can't believe the number of people that still rave about that movie. It's got legs, as they say.
Can you still do the laugh?
Yes, sir.
So and thank you for being in that movie, because it made it okay for us nerds. Thank you for that. It meant a lot. But I understand that you have a passion for cars and speed. And if you were to say, what was the favorite car that you've owned, and do you still have it? Or do you regret getting rid of it?
I regret not having every car I've ever owned. I think maybe the one I regret the most was a 69 Corvette convertible that had a built 400 cubic inch engine in it with a 65 fuel injection unit on it. That was a very special car. Suspension had been done by Dick Goldstrand, who was Mr. Corvette. But I also had a Ferrari Lusso that I found in some guy's garage. I bought it for 30 grand. I put 30 into it. And I sold it for 150, and I thought, wow, that's pretty good. That car today is $3 million. So that's the one I should have kept.
You drove it.
I did. I drove the wheels off it. I used to race cars, so I didn't mind when the thing slid a little bit. I liked sliding it around corners. Oh, sure.
Robert, had you met John Wayne prior, since your dad worked with him, before you did the Cowboys?
No, the first time I met John Wayne was on location.
Okay.
And I'd been on location about 3 or 4 days. And there's a scene in the movie where John Wayne tells the Cowboys if they can ride this bucking horse for, say, the count of 8, he'll consider hiring them. So we're all sitting on this fence of this corral, and one by one, I'm the first kid to ride the horse. I make it to 8 seconds. And then 2 or 3 other kids ride the horse. Her name was Crazy Alice. And after the 4th kid, A. Martinez, the actor that played Cimarron, he rides into the corral. He gets on that horse. He makes her back up, spin, like basically rear up, anything he wants. He just breaks the horse. And he rides that horse over to the next kid. He goes, here you go, boy, maybe you can ride her now. And it really ticks off that kid. He comes off the fence. Well, I come off the fence to save the kid from A. And John Wayne breaks us up. He looks at me and he says, "You, get back on that fence where you belong." Now, he goes to talk to A. Martinez. I say, "Excuse me, Mr. Wayne, I don't think you should tell me to get back on the fence where I belong. I think you should just tell me to get back on the fence, because I'm the head kid." It didn't go well. I just often wondered what possessed me at 17 on my first movie to try to tell John Wayne how to do a line.
Did it get better from there or go downhill from there?
You know, we had another run-in. There's a scene where the kid, we have to turn in all our guns because A. Martinez and I are fighting again. So we're supposed to turn in our guns and put them on the back of this buggy that's parked, in like a carport, for lack of a better description. So we're all turning the guns in. And I had tied the lanyard at the bottom of the holster around my leg, but the lanyard wasn't long enough to make a proper loop. So I made a square knot. So I'm figuring, well, I'm really bummed out to give up my gun. I finally got my gun from my dad, and oh man, I don't want to give it up. Well, anyhow, I couldn't get that knot undone, and I finally got it undone. And at the end of this scene, the littlest cowboy has a Walker Colt, which is, as big as he is. And John Wayne holds it up in front of the lens so it looks even bigger. And he starts the end of the tag on the scene, and I got in there late because what happened was he saw all the kids go by out of the corner of his eye, and then they stopped, and he figured everybody had done their thing. Well, I come walking by when he's about to start the scene with this little kid, and I bump him on the stomach with my elbow and throw the gun on the back of the trailer. And he goes, "Carradine, you're a bigger ham than your old man ever was." So that was number 2. Well, number 3. Number 3 went the other way because when we weren't in school, we were supposed to be practicing roping. That was a mandate. And I was the oldest kid, so I didn't have as much school as the other kids. So I'm practicing my roping out in front of the John Wayne ranch house. And I hear this horse coming at a dead gallop. And I look, and it's John Wayne on his horse. And he's got the horse's head pulled all the way around to where the horse is looking backwards. And the horse is not stopping. And it's at a dead gallop. And there's like the same place where that wagon was, a carport. It's only about maybe 7 feet off the ground. And Duke had a large horse. And it's going to peel him off, that horse, if that horse doesn't stop. So I did what I saw the Wranglers do earlier on the film. And I whistled and waved my arms. And the horse turned up. And, the Teamsters, the Wranglers, they got him off the horse. And they hustled him off to his motorhome so he could change his shorts. So I'm still out there practicing my roping, and about a half hour later, I feel this presence, and I look and it's him. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So he pulls up next to me and he goes, "Roping looks good." "Oh, thank you, Mr. Wayne. We're having nice weather today." "Yes, we are, Mr. Wayne." "Well, carry on, lad," and walked away. And I figured that was his way of saying thank you. That's pretty cool. 17. The final one, number 4. I was at the wrap party, and the wrap party's customary when you finish a film. And they had a stack of 8x10 photos of John Wayne. And all the kids are lined up getting their autograph, getting his autograph on their photo. So I'm at the end of the line, and I grab one, and I get up to Duke, and I put the picture in front of him, and he goes, "Carradine, you stupid son of a bitch, I just made a picture with you," and handed it back. I took that as a compliment.
It's going to be a good night tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Robert, do you have any, Slim Pickens was in this. Do you have any Slim Pickens stories from that?
No, because when Slim was working, we weren't on set. We were back in base camp in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Okay.
So we didn't get to hang out with Slim at all, which is too bad. 'Cause I would have loved to have met him. Yeah.
So I have a question. I hated the guy after that movie, Bruce Dern.
Yeah, what about him?
What was he like? Is he a nice kind of guy?
Well, when he was around us, he was pretty frosty. But in reality, he's the nicest guy. But when he's on location and he's doing a performance like that guy,
Yeah.
he was pretty gnarly.
So stay in character.
He stayed in character, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Duke Wayne said to him, you're going to be hated for this part. He said, yeah, but they're going to love me in Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Yeah, Berkeley, California. Well, thank you for coming to the event.
Thank you for being here.
Tomorrow night, we'll see you there.
It would be nice if people that decide to attend, if you could wear your favorite cowboy hat or boots and things like that, that would really show how to get into the mood.
Except for
Something Western.
sitting behind one.
Well, they can take our hats off during the show. During the movie, you can take your hats off. But we can wear them in, We're going to pick the best outfit, cowboy outfit tomorrow. And whoever gets that, we're going to give them an autographed Jenna Ward football.